Huntington Hilton, 555 Broad Hollow Road.
The problem we have.
Any questions?
Mhm.
Any questions, they can reach me at my office number. You have another number too. It's 631-820-8808.
All right. Alex, you've been a great support for for Long Island. You know, the problem we had there was we had Kenny, one of our contributors. He, I don't know what he was doing. He was doing something. I don't know if he was beating somebody. Kenny, can you? We're trying to have a show here, bro. Who are you beating up this right there?
What's going on over there?
All right, Alex, you have been a great you were you have been a great supporter for Long Island, Alex. Can you tell people a little bit? First of all, what do you do? Give them your full name. How do they get a hold of you? I'm just so really glad to work with you and some of the things that you have done for the community, for the business community. It's very exciting, even the things we have going in the future. Can you give us a little insight into you?
Hey, I've been an entrepreneur since 2009. For the people who like Seinfeld. It's just happened before on that. And I called it Ace Consulting Expediters. And yeah, at first foray, trying to convert myself for 21 years working for Fortune 100 companies to working for small business entrepreneurs is a learning curve. I tried to help people with websites. I tried people, doing different things for them, helping them with the office, and I was a jack of all trades, master of none. And it really, I looked very scattered. So I took a step back, I pivoted myself, and I opened up two new corporations in 2020. But it was right after COVID, people weren't ready to invest in different things yet. So, I repivoted again. I realized I'd taken a coaching class that I should just be a coaching aide. That's what I've been doing for 18, 21 years, working for Fortune 100 companies. I'm a business analyst. I know what's wrong with the business. I can build businesses. Have my MBA in banking and finance, so I can improve businesses. And I'm a project manager at Stony Brook University from their first business school in 2010. So Stony Brook is getting into the business field as well. So I have the credentials to do what I need to do. I have the knowledge base to do, and you know what? I'm a genius. I made every single mistake. I can't. I learned from one of them, so I can't make any more mistakes. I made them all.
What'd you say, Kenny? He's a tough guy?
Yeah, wise guy.
All right, listen, I have a. So still. I have a. You can't control this kid. Yo, I have a question. Alex, this is in relation to Jen. First of all, and we could talk a little bit about that, Jen. Jen is starting up a new entity, and it's actually rocking and rolling already. He's going to tell you about it in a minute. You started during COVID. Can you tell Alex a little bit? He's an MBA, part of our group and part of our advisory board for small businesses. What a great opportunity, Alex, to talk a little bit now to Jen and give some opinions on, kind of how to get her off to the next level. So, Jen, what exactly? All right, that's enough. Jen, what is it that you do? Can you please explain to Alex?
So a little backtrack. I went to FIT. I was in textile design, and when I graduated college, I worked in the fashion industry. I designed fabrics, and I did that until my second son was about 2, and then it got a little crazy, and I had kids. So creativity is like my thing. Like I love art, and I love creativity, and I love creating. So during COVID, everybody was locked in, and I just went to the home. I went to Home Depot and Ace Hardware, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna repaint this piece of furniture. I hate it." And I just taught myself, and and over the past few years, I've redone kitchens and bathrooms and furniture for other people, and I really enjoy it. I just did 2 bathroom vanities in the past 2 weeks. I did like about 5 or 6 kitchens already. Redone.
Where are you at in the business formation of it? Do you have a DBA, a corp, or not really yet?
I do have a corporate, I do
What's the
have,
corp called?
well, it's Jen Iovino Real Estate.
So
So
you
I-
need something specifically for the Alex, you tell her.
Yes, the real estate should be an LLC when you're dealing with real
Yes,
estate.
I do.
No, but we're talking about the New Again by Jen.
No, but he's talking about my
Cabinets.
my
She
little
doesn't have.
cabinet.
You don't have nothing set up yet.
No, I mean, right now, I mean, honestly, I'm a one woman show here. It's word of mouth, and I really don't want to take, I'm very, so part of, thinking of refinishing furniture is like my version of art. I
Mm.
really don't trust anyone else doing it. Like, I don't trust anyone to, have somebody be like, all right, you sand that and prime that. Like, I feel like it's my art, and like, it's my name, and I want to do it myself. And I'm really okay with doing, one bathroom a week or one kitchen a week, because I'm a one, I don't have.
But there's still, a business model there that Alice can help you with to organize it, because there is a business there, Jen.
Yeah, I mean, the past,
Sounds more like a hobby than a business, is what I'm saying. What I'm hearing. You looking to make money, or you just looking to enjoy it?
yeah, of course I want to make money. I mean, I have, I'm a single mom, and I have my youngest is in college. Of course I need money.
If you want to make money, you should at least create a business entity. That's $25. You register with the New York State. At least you have some sort of number, and you let the government know that you're a business, and it helps protect yourself. And once you have that, you're no longer at a hobby. You don't have to create the S corp right away. There are steps. You can create, your business certification first. It tells you you're a certified business, and now that makes you more realistic. And you can create yourself on Yelp. You can create yourself on Google.
Oh,
Get
okay.
yourself out there.
Right.
So you know what I mean? And then
Yes,
you can
now
now
I
you're
understand.
legitimizing. Your page is now legitimized on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on all these things. The name of your company matches what you have the certification for. And that's the first step. That's the first baby step.
Right.
I'd
And the
like to
next
say
step is
something.
Yes, for an LLC, and you branch off.
I'd like to mention something, Alex, if I may. Sorry about
Yep.
that. You said the right thing. Jen, it's not a hobby anymore. It is a business. Now, here's the legal of it. If something should happen, you should a chemical, they light a match, it goes on fire,
Yeah.
you are personally liable for. Get a corporation. You get a corporation for $200 and something
Oh, I
dollars.
do it.
No, just for that,
Right.
right? And when you talk to people, a lot of people don't know this. I'm going to tell you something that saved me $62,000 one time. People do not understand. Alex, remember this. You may or may not know. I don't. Most people don't know. When you sign,
Corp.
let's say you're doing a job, John.
Mhm.
How do you sign? On the well, you don't have a. Do you sign
Sign your
contracts?
business name.
You sign as a all right, so you're going to get contracts, and you're going to have a business name, and that's going to now reduce your liability,
Right.
because now they have to go through the corporation.
Right.
The corporation is a shield. It's a living, breathing entity, frankly. That
Can't take your house.
That's right. He's right.
Can't take your car.
Limited liability corporation.
Well, you
Right.
could, you don't. That's the new hybrid that everyone's using. True,
Right.
you don't have to do that, but it's probably the most common way. You don't have to do. You could do C corp, S corp, but LLC is
Yeah.
probably the easiest way for you to do it.
Yeah.
It's probably about $100 more, but it's probably the best
So you could even
combination
escort it off whole business.
of tax businesses.
Get a new IE.
You do a whole thing separate.
Yeah.
Your account decide which way to go.
Sure.
LLC is the best,
Account
but
knowledge,
definitely, yeah. Here's one thing I want to tell you guys. Here was my point. So, Alex, you have a corporation.
Yeah.
Jen, you have a corporation. New Again by Jen, by the way, is the name. Did I make that name up, or was it you already had it?
That was my name. I have business cards and everything.
I wanted.
Actually,
I wanted to pursue it. No, we talked about it a little bit, and we really said, "Yo, that's the name we got to run
You know
with."
what? My son the other day, he's like, "Oh, you need to get business cards." I said, "Vince, I have business cards ready." He goes, "Yeah, what's the name of your business?" I said, "New Again by Jen." He goes, "That's pretty cool, actually."
If your son and
My
his
son said it's pretty
All
cool.
right, so your son, you have the corporation. How do you sign?
I don't sign right now.
how would you sign? Right now, you sold the cabinet to me, right? I want to work through this with you. You sold the cabinet to
Todd
me.
Miranda.
Wait, sorry, Jimbo. You signed. Thank you, Kenny. You signed the contract now. How do you put your name?
What do you mean?
How do you just tell me exactly what you write out?
I don't write anything.
You
in.
write your full name and Jenny from the block.
Jenny from the block.
You write Jenny from the block. Okay, Alex, what do you write?
I usually see the corporation, the booking agent, the consulting agent at the time, and then
I sign a contract. I sign a contract with you, Alex Ellie, booking ace. How do you sign your name
Right.
with that contract?
the booking agent, Alex Selling,
Mhm.
contact.
Jimmy Mac.
I would sign it. JM Initial Island Storm Trucking Corp. That's my company.
Okay.
I keep my name
All
off of
right.
it.
I'm gonna
Keep
tell
my name out
all
of
you
it.
guys something that I believe 90% of people do not know, if not 98% of people.
Sign the president.
And I did this. I don't know why I did it, and it saved me $62,000. And I do it all. And I've been doing it for a good 20 years. Anyway, make a long story short, I sign.
Where's that come from?
It's wild. I sign, for example, Todd Miranda, president, vice president, secretary, whatever my position is. That one stupid thing saved me $62,000. Why?
Yeah, why?
Because you are now saying that it's not Todd Miranda, the person. It's Todd Miranda signing
Oh,
as an official, an officer of that corporation. That simple thing is incredible in the court of law. A lot of people don't know that, but I had a property, a flipping company, and we flipped. And the guy took money, and then I took money from him to get him back. He sued me. I won in court because I signed as officer.
That's why when you sign the national corporation paper, when you send your papers, and it says vice president, president, what do you
So
want?
on your document, Jimbo, it's now Jimbo PR. You're good. Jimbo secretary, recording, whatever it is.
Vice president.
Okay, VP baby. So anyway, I apologize to rain on your storm there, Jen. I think that's so important. People don't realize that. But Jen, as Alex is saying, we got to get you to the not from a hobby to a professional business. And then you have liability, you have insurance. Now, again, you could get simple liability insurance. Jen, simple liability insurance is not expensive. Alex, what's the next step she needs to do for her business?
Well, yeah, well, she's what she's doing here. Firm up her social media, get her website up and running. Now, every company needs a website, even if you get a free one. I went to the Miller Business Center, which is a great resource out on Long Island in Center Reach, and they taught us how to create a website. It was like 30 minutes using Google, and it didn't cost a dime. The only cost you'll have is to go to GoDaddy, and for $1.99 you can get your URL.
right.
That's the only cost.
Mm-hmm.
And as the business grows, the way they get you, as the business grows, they only give you 15 gigabytes. So if you start growing and making a bigger website, eventually Google's going to say, you're running out of space. You got to give us, 99 cents a month for more space, that kind of thing.
Right. Okay.
But there's nothing really facetious about it. And then when you're ready, you can go and get a bigger website, a better website as you go along. But to start with, the Google sites is the way to go.
All right.
It legitimizes you too.
Yes. Thank you so much.
We got to roll. I want to
All right.
personally thank you for being a contributor to the Toddcast Media, to the Long Island business community. You have added value working with the Suffolk chapter and all the things that we're doing. I'm very proud of you, and the sky's the limit. We got a lot of great things to do moving forward, brother.
Yeah, well, real quick. I went to pickleball heaven today.
Oh, right. Yes. Tell me about this.
I was at the King Trunk at Genesis Church. Down the street was pickleball heaven. So I just stopped in, and it turns out that today was actually their first fully operational day.
We want to promote that.
store opening like a month ago.
Right.
But you know, they had the liquor license, they had to fix a few things. Today was the first official, yes.
We
Right
might
now,
do an event there. We might do an event there together, Alex. Yes?
Yes, they want to do a grand opening in about a month, and I told them, you know, let's get Comcast involved, let's station involved, let's get our newsletter involved, let's get, you know, we have all this just by joining the chapter. And he was like, oh my God, why am I not joined already?
All right. How do people get a hold of you real quick?
You can reach me at the Coaching Ace on Facebook and LinkedIn. And also the Booking Ace is on all social media platforms. I book musical acts and musical venues as the Booking Ace. And you can reach me at the number I mentioned before or my booking hotline or coaching hotline at 631-495 for the LIE, 80 for the greatest musical decade, and 74 when the World Financial Center opens.
All right. Amazing. Thank you so much. You're amazing. A lot of work to do.
You know, a lot of things that you brought up, you're trying to help me do. It's like I've already thought about it, and I was waiting to do it. I just didn't have the backbone to do it. I meant that that's the infrastructure to do it. That's the backbone, but not the infrastructure. And you got the infrastructure. I think you're going to make a great team going forward.
I'm really happy working with you. It's been, I'll be honest with you, you've been a great part of the team, and that's what we're at. There's no I in team, no egos here. We just work together, move forward. God bless. Love you, bro. Be safe. And we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks.
All right, brother. Kenny, can you introduce song number 8, please?
Proud Mary, Tina Turner,
Love it.
1971.
Tina Turner.
Love it. Love it.
I like her hair.
70s.
I like her hair.
Tina Turner.
Wow.
In the city,
Wasn't expecting that.
working for this one's deep.
From one.
Big wings keep down. Down the river.
My first stream.
Rolling Doobie.
This is 1971.
She never saw it. Never saw it.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Toddcast here. We have
Jimmy Mack.
a special segment here. You know, someone that, another great Long Island guy, Jen, someone that, you know, I've known for probably since about 2000. We played hockey together, and I have so many friends.
Familiar.
Yo, so many friends.
This guy's sitting right next to you.
Here.
Guess what,
So
ladies
weird.
and gentlemen, Long Island, Jimmy Mack.
Right
here.
He's here.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh my God, he's in the studio,
go.
guys. Wow. Oh my God, I wanted to meet him. How you
We
doing?
have a special segment here. We're just hanging out, no stress, but this is the Jimmy Mack segment on the podcast. We're just hanging out, having a little fun.
I didn't even know about this.
And we have Kenny joining us all the way from Florida, by the way. By the way, we have people listening in Georgia, Florida, California, Tennessee, and Detroit, by the way. And New Jersey.
Country.
I'm sure that too, but I gotta tell you, people are listening and they're tuning into you, Jimmy. We're just hanging out. So
I'm trying to give the people a little of me.
a little bit, a little bit of you goes a long way.
You have to require a certain
Dosage,
Let's
a certain dosage of the Jimmy Mack.
do too much in one shot, man.
What is the required dosage for Jimmy Mack?
No.
You know, Jen, I don't, you know what I'm saying?
It's like when I do a show,
It's never enough.
it's like 15 minutes. I sleep talk. You want to hear something
Listen, I
crazy?
had a full Jimmy Mack experience.
She
Like,
was
right
fucking
now,
she was
before
fucking
we-
saying it. She was trying to unlock the door. She crawled into the refrigerator.
That's what
Was she hot or was she
This-
just trying to get away from it?
This segment is actually called the Jimmy Mack Experience.
That's what I was gonna say. It's an experience.
As we
It
as
is
we
an
speak,
experience.
as we speak, it's in my veins.
And you remember what you were saying last week about how like like people say I'm full of myself. I'm really not. It's more of like an act.
It's yeah,
What?
it's part of the act.
I did on the way here. I was brushing my teeth and I was like staring in the mirror so long. Like I started to become jealous of myself. Like as I was brushing, I'm like, wait, that's me. Like, wait, don't.
Kenny,
You guys ever feel that way, or is it that's confidence, Kenny, right?
Kenny's
with me.
Kenny, he's jealous of himself.
Kenny understands. Kenny gets it, right? He does. See that? We're on the same page, buddy.
Well, it's up to Kenny. What do you think, Kenny? Talk to us, Kenny. What do you think about the so Jimmy Mack, Kenny? He taught a white dude, made his first show at the Apollo. At the Apollo.
That's all right.
Sandman didn't come out to film him
Actually, you made it through.
through.
It's a good time. I just did comedy at the Apollo, but it was like one of my first gigs. So it's like a thing with everybody that they're like, oh my God,
Showtime.
Jimmy Mack. And a lot of my black friends who I did comedy with were like always like, did this guy get to do the Apollo? And I didn't because it was such like a big thing for them. But when my buddy Fudge got to do the show at the Apollo, I got to be there to support him, and he actually made it through too. So if he would have made it through and I did, oh God.
I used to love watching Showtime at the Apollo. Like, when was it on? Every Saturday night?
Pretty iconic guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially out
Yeah.
there, like in Harlem, like for the community and the kids, like
No, I
stand up.
He's like, when I before I was married, like, and I would be out and like I'd come home and I'm like, oh, it's 12:30 and I put on Showtime at the Apollo. Like, I used to love watching it.
Such a big kids for the area because like, stand up comedy is like not for everyone. To be honest with you, at first I didn't even know if it was for me, if it was something I could handle. Like especially a lot of the kids in that area, white, black, Spanish. It's just a mix over there.
I used
and
to,
it's such a big thing for them.
and I used to love like the audience, like when they like someone, they would stand up and they like go like this. And oh my God, I used to became my famous.
I got thrown up.
What can you tell Jimmy Mack? What can you tell Kenny? Kenny is very funny. He does a lot of skits and stuff like that.
Do you like to write, Kenny?
Actually, that I was a mushroom in my last lifetime. The fun guy.
You identify.
Because he's a fun guy.
One guy.
Quick,
It's just so deep.
right over my head. A fun guy. I
Fun
love
guy.
that, Kenny. You're a fun dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm out there too. I'm really out there, So
You like to write?
well, I do write. Whether I'm right or wrong, I write. Are you retired?
You know what? Since COVID, I did a show. My last show that I did was last Thanksgiving Eve. I did I did a show. Where was I? In Manhattan. I was at one of the big spots in Manhattan. I don't know.
He just looks pretty now.
Oh, boy, I just look
He's
good.
dangerous.
Couple of shows. I did.
So
I actually did. Evil Lives Here. I did a spot on that. I do a little acting here and there, but I feel like since I've been doing a radio show, like I'm kind of getting the it. Like I got the acting bug back.
well, it's interesting. Jimmy Mack. Maybe we could propel this into one of our streaming thing that we're doing.
And look what I did.
That
today.
could be something
Look,
fun. Whoa,
Jimmy Mack show.
Let me see this.
The original DVD. We sold 3,800 of these things. The Jimmy Mack
I've
show.
never seen
DVD.
it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I was selling them all over the country. You can see like where they come from. So a lot of times people would come to the show, and I guess they would announce at the time I was doing that show, the Jimmy Mack show. Yeah. So it was actually called, the original one was called Room. So back in the day, the first thing I ever did was Island Storm TV. We did comedy sketches.
Oh,
Then
almost
from
like
there, what we
almost like
did,
in living
so I
color
did, yep,
kind of
so I
thing?
did a public access, right? And then what we did to build the audience was in between our sketches, I would go out and shoot at like places like the Crazy Donkey back in the day.
On 110?
Yeah. So I'd shoot the bands and I would shoot each band. I would get like 2 different bands that we like. We'd shoot like a little segment with them and we'd put them on the air for like 5 minutes, like do a song. And then that's how we built our audience. So we started building a huge audience, mainly from a lot of it was from the bands,
From
but not
music.
because now there's 5 guys in the band. They got 50 people watching the show. So we would have so many people. So then we brought that and then we started doing like local acts.
But Jimmy,
we had
Where are
commercial
those noises
sponsors.
coming from?
what, Jimmy, well,
Yes,
here's the
Kenny.
thing. No, here's the thing. Jimmy, what do you do? What can you give advice to Kenny? He's always beating his wife. I get very angry.
Just don't get caught, Kenny.
Kenny,
Everything below
stop.
the legs.
Below the
Nah,
waist.
the waist.
Good tip, Kenny.
You watch them crawl around for a few days.
My goodness.
Ah, my kids know better.
I like turtles. What?
What the
We
freak?
got sounds coming from, we don't even know.
No,
That's not even from his house. Something's
No, what are you at the pond? Just down the block? We have a big lake down the block.
Walk, for the lake there, and there's some turtles,
You like turtles a lot or a little?
I just love turtles.
He loves turtles and mushrooms.
Hey, what a fun guy you are.
You know what somebody told me today? So I went out to eat before I came in. And this kid, I guess he was there was like 6 people next to us, 3 couples. Obviously, I'm standing there going to the bathroom, usually not the time to talk to somebody. And it was a time where he did a joke.
Wait,
So his joke was, isn't it illegal for a man to hold a baby's? And I didn't get it at first. And then I started laughing like a minute later, thinking that was the joke. But
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, in this country, we kind of wait till like you're washing your hands, like you don't want to tell a joke like at the urinal. But it was a pretty funny joke, but it did go over.
I kind of feel weird when someone's talking to me at the urinal. I kind of feel weird. I kind of feel weird about that. You know, one thing I want to tell you, I'm sorry, on a side note, you go to the public restrooms, there is some germs in there. I get angry. Thank you very much. I get very angry when people don't genuinely. I see people next to them. They walking right out.
Oh, yeah.
Disgusting.
This is really.
I think people are afraid to touch anything in there. So I don't know what's worse.
No, they're touching doors. You
Yeah,
have to wash
right.
your hands.
Shoes, wash your hands, and when you take that napkin to wipe, you don't
Don't
throw it out. You use
touch
it
the
to
door.
open the door. You go outside.
Because I think for years we've got it all wrong. See, we go as guys, it might be different. When I go into the bathroom, we were always taught to wash our hands
first before
after.
you go to the
We
bathroom.
wash them before because I'm worried about touching myself. Once I'm done, I don't care about touching other people. Pinky might touch something a little, you know what I'm saying? But that's
Touch
okay.
dirty doors. You want to go touch.
June,
first.
June,
Yes.
you're gonna appreciate this. Thank you very much. It's not Halloween.
Very
It's not
Halloween-y,
Halloween.
almost.
Jen, when I go to any public restroom, I want baggies for my feet because I'm doing Twister.
Yeah.
When I'm going into a men's bathroom, I'm looking down. I'm like, people looking at me like,
Yeah.
why is your foot in the other urinal?
I'm with you,
Because
bro.
I can't. I'm like doing Twister.
Yeah.
Because and it's worse with men, obviously.
No.
But it's everywhere, and you have to bring this into your car.
It's difficult.
We need a better system.
Well,
I'm just letting you know now because I have gone into men's bathrooms. No, women's bathrooms.
worse.
Simple. You guys should.
No, they don't know.
No, because they hang.
No, you don't hang. You don't even put your hands. You gotta like balance. Exactly.
Jack,
Sure.
can I for 1 second interject?
Sure.
If you come with a record in New York and Freeport there, or like tomorrow.
Yes.
So back then, so from 2003 to 2011, I spent on the citizenship. And I remember when I was coming up the rank, part of my job on one of the boats was to make sure the boat's clean and make sure everything's orderly. I can tell you firsthand when women are drunk and men are drunk in the bedroom, the women's room is way worse. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Why were you walking the plank? But you were like a pirate. I remember you were like a pirate. Where's guy?
I'm a pirate. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Jimmy Mack. Yeah, go ahead, Kenny. Mhm.
Um, you know, the jokes too.
Well,
To,
He's a
yeah, I'm more so like I guess all different comics have different styles, but mine's more like I'm more of a storyteller. So I'm definitely like a flow comic, is what they would say I am.
like don't the glues.
Yeah, so I like to start like as if I'm telling a story, and I just go all the way through my set as if it's like a storytelling time with jokes
Right.
mixed in. But it is
Kenny.
stand-up.
Okay, that's
We'll kick
great.
out soon.
Um,
Yeah.
Jimmy Mack. What else can you share with us about your journey in the comedian world? In Cali.
Well,
You lived in
in Cali,
Cali, in
yeah.
Hollywood?
So I was out in Hollywood and I lived there. And I'm glad I got to go out there and experience it because you hear things all the time and you don't know. Like I've traveled everywhere and done shows, like all over, but I
Did
never stayed anywhere besides Long Island, like how I did.
And Long Island's a bubble. Is
Yeah.
Hollywood another bubble?
Hollywood's another bubble, but here's the one thing I noticed the difference. So in Long Island, we like kind of tend to root for each other. I was a little more known in Long Island, like people knew who I was from TV, like doing TV. So I think to like befriend me for that reason because they knew, oh, maybe I could get stage time and I help people. But the thing is, when I did shows in Cali, it's almost like here everybody would root for everybody. There it would be like I feel like I'd get shade thrown at me. I'm a little different than other comics. Nobody's really gonna mess with me like they would with somebody else. But I just felt like not that they want you to fail, but everyone wants to be better than you there. Whereas people root for you here, where there they want to be the man. They don't. They want to be
So
the
jealousy because
a lot of
the
jealousy.
currency in Hollywood is about acting, performing, getting those gigs.
Yeah, it's a difference, man. It's a lot because there is a lot of filming that goes with it, with acting, and that's all a part of it.
I was trying to like couple stuff.
Yeah,
More down to earth. Not
yeah,
we're not like striving to like famous and nobody's
right.
like Hollywood. Everyone's like 2050.
I will say that Long Islanders and wherever you go, if you're from Long Island, people got your back, like especially in that industry. And we might have a bad reputation. We always all joke around of it, but if you're from Long Island, man, we stick together for sure.
All right, Kenny, you've been a great contributor to the Toddcast with all your crazy antics. I want to thank Jen Iovino, New Again by
Yes.
Jen. We love you, girl. You're not going to be here
Love you,
next
buddy.
Saturday.
No, I'm sorry. Unfortunately,
The
I
Saturday,
have to go on without my.
I don't know how we're
presence.
going to do it.
I don't know how you're
Jen,
gonna do it
that you
either.
radiate happiness.
It's not gonna work.
Jen,
It's gonna work.
Jen, when you come back, we said we're going to have a club segment.
Yes.
We'll do
okay,
a club
yes.
segment.
Yeah.
My girls that are out in Brooklyn and Staten Island.
Oh, we want the whole story too. No holding
30
back.
seconds.
Yeah.
And
Jimmy Mack, thank you. The Jimmy Mack Show, and hopefully we're gonna have him on our streaming thing very soon.
Give it up for
I
Todd.
want to thank Brian, the engineer, amazing dude, just the top engineer in Long Island. I'm not even kidding.
he's awesome.
I want to thank Eric Swenson, Long Island brother, for doing the song list for us. Alex Ellie, coaching ace and vice president of the Suffolk chapter. Jennifer Spaghetti Pasta, Jason D'Aquino, the Wild Child, Long Island. We love you. You're special. We'll see you next time. God bless.
One, good night.
Ciao, Bella.
Plus, we had 9 listeners. Oh yeah, Todd, you can have one too.
Expressed in the previous program.